everybody. Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right, and welcome to another episode. This is of our Mastermind series.
Yes.
And this is number 606.
Yep.
And we saved the best one for last. This one, I'll let you talk about more about it, but this one, I'm going to start with the price of this mastermind first. This one's free. You like that?
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, and yeah, sorry. Before we go on.
Happy birthday month.
That's right. It's fun shirt. Wait, flippy. Fun shirt flippy. I like that. It's Fun Shirt July. And if you're not watching and you're only listening, just imagine lots of colors.
Yes, every day of every podcast in the month of July.
So again, welcome to, and we're talking about all the masterminds, and we've had some doozies this last week of talking about all these different masterminds. But this one, I do love this one because this one's really cool, and yes, it truly is free.
Yeah, it is. So we are very much of the giving mindset, and not everybody can afford to go into these expensive masterminds to be able to learn. So as we were navigating our way through things, we did find ways to afford coaches. It's just what we believed in. We thought the best way for us just to get on the road to success was to invest in ourselves. And if we found somebody who was doing what we wanted to do, we would follow them. Eventually that led to masterminds. In our effort to give back as we've grown and seen the success that we have, we do things for free to help other people.
Right.
And so we've created multiple things. We had a volume mastermind that was online in Arizona. It's why we came to Ohio.
That's it.
It's because we created that of people that were doing just massive, and we were the wee little guys in that little group. And we ended up moving to Ohio to work with one of the people that was in that particular group. We also had created a volume mastermind here in Ohio because as we started to do more and more deals, I was like, okay, who's our local people that are doing as many deals as we are so that we can tap into some other brains in order to kind of cheat the learning curve. So we created one here. We also created a multifamily group as soon as we got into multifamily, and that's just a free group. It's very much like just a Facebook group or a real estate investment club, but for us, it's purposefully created in order to tap into the resources around us and to give back to the community that needs our help too, where we've learned something that could help somebody else. We also are a part of Steven's group. Steven is who brought us into the syndication world, and he had a free mastermind. That mastermind has morphed from syndications into funds, which is what we're all working on now.
Right.
So that's another group that we didn't happen to be the owners of. We're also in a private equity group. So one of our masterminds, one of the people said, hey, I'm actually in another group that's free. It's got a bunch of different people that are not all in this group. So if you want to come meet with us, we meet every single Wednesday. And so we're part of that group. And that's really like the minds and the people in that. Awesome. We're going to a Give Back networking group actually today. And that is something that just started last month. And it's not necessarily a mastermind per se, but it is a group of business owners, real estate investors, and they're pretty big. You know, we're going, Brian's going, Pete Julian's going. Like in our area, those are big names. And we're going to give back purposefully, and that's why we're all going. Otherwise, you wouldn't find a lot of these people all in the same place. But we're purposely saying we want to give back and we want to donate to this charity. And anybody who wants to donate too, we're gonna all meet up and we're gonna have lunch and we're gonna talk and chat. So it is a sort of little mastermind that happens once a month because you can tap into these ears and voices. And then Inner Circle Mastermind is something I posted about probably 3 weeks ago, and I'm behind on creating it because, well, the move.
Oh yeah, gotta move to Florida.
So it's an Inner Circle Mastermind, which I want it to be kind of the ultimate free mastermind that can be created. I don't know that it'll ever become a paid group, but it's a group where you don't mind sharing your information with everybody else. You have to fill out a form to get in, and it's got your name, your phone number, your email, what you specialize in, what you need, and it's a way for us all to jump into a spreadsheet. Let's just say I needed help in notes. I don't do any note investing. I can jump into that sheet and hopefully there's a note investor in there and I'm going to go dial. Hi, you're in the Inner Circle Mastermind with you and I have a question about notes. My name's Danny. This is where I could help you. Do you mind talking to me for 5 minutes or whatever it is? So that's one that we're in the middle of creating, and I just talked to Max on Facebook last night and I think he's going to help me because that's one of the things I was going to say. You can either create these on your own, or when you see us creating them, and when I say us, I mean me, creating a free mastermind or a free group of some sort, say, Danny, Would you like me to help with that?
Yeah.
Would you like me to host that? Would you like me to be an admin in your group? And if you say that, guess what? You're now going to be part of the face of that group. And when you're the face of a group, people come to you a lot for help and for questions, right? But because I have this desire to help and to give back, I just don't have the time. So I come up with all these ideas and then I'm like, I can't set it up. I don't have time. So, be that person that says, Danny, let me help. So Max is that person, I hope, that will help. But if anybody else wants to help, please jump in. So,
yeah, let us know.
Yeah. So what do you have to say here, Flippy?
They're free. No, I like it. But like what you just said about the when you're in the group and you can say, if you're looking at notes and whatever, so you look to see who the note buyer is, and you call them up and say, hey, I got questions. And it's something, the group is of people that if somebody calls you and says, hey, I've got questions, okay, really, how can I help?
Yeah.
It's that mentality, and not I'm busy. Call my assistant to set an appointment, and I'll get back to you.
Yes.
It's not that person, and then you never end up talking to that person anyway.
Yeah.
So they're not shut or closed off people. It's people that are willing to give, willing to share, the abundance mindset.
Yeah, and that was actually, the questionnaire actually says that. I'm glad you brought it up, because it says you are required to be somebody who is willing to help others, because that's what that group is about. People are going to reach out to you, and you need to be available to them. Now, do you have to pick up the phone when everybody calls? No, I don't. If I don't know your phone number, I ain't picking up the phone. Just saying. And you will likely get routed to my assistant, but you will get an appointment on my calendar. I have a day set for appointments, and they're 30-minute blocks, and you will get stuck in one of those 30-minute blocks to allow me to help you with whatever question you have.
Right.
So that is okay as long as you're making yourself available. But if you're not going to be available to people, you don't get in that group. That's not the type of people we want in that group. You're there to help others and have the database of people who can, potentially help you as well. And then we're going to put on monthly events, and we're probably going to put a poll in the group that says, hey, what does everybody need? But based on the votes, if everybody needs help with X, we're going to find the person that specializes in that X, and they're going to be the presenter for that month. They will be doing it for free. It's just to help. Right. Every month we'll do something different. So it's not you and I hosting all the time. It's the entire group helping each other. I don't think anything gets more powerful than that. Powerful than that. And we've got a huge network, so I just hope it continues to grow and grow and grow. So I just wrote in here, your network changes the game. It's true, and it can cost nothing but your time. So these are the things that we have done our entire business careers, creating groups like this so that we can learn, and we're doing it even more so now so we can give back, because people poured into us when we were needing to learn. So if you want to be a part of the inner circle specifically, because we're moving to Florida, so some of our local masterminds are going to turn to virtual for us. This inner circle will definitely be virtual due to everybody being everywhere. We're going to put a link in the comments if you want to be part of this inner circle mastermind, and you're going to fill out the application, and hopefully Max is going to help create the group, and hopefully by the time this is airing, it's being created or in the works of being created, but we'll just keep you up to date. But this is the type of stuff you should do on your own or join us in what we're doing.
Yeah, you said your network changes the game, and it's the line, your network is your net worth.
Yes. Yep.
So it's very important, especially just the people around you. It's sometimes people get so they get the blinders on.
Yeah.
They don't see what's around them and how you can just all build each other up.
Yeah, 100%. And the blinders on, it's funny that you said that, because I actually sometimes need my blinders on, but every now and then you do need to take them off and go, what's around me? And what are the resources that I can tap into? And then you refocus.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's times I make your blinders stay on, because otherwise we're creating 10 other companies. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this episode and this Mastermind series, since this is the last one of the series. But make sure you're heading on over to our website, freedomcapitalinvestments.com, to join the Investor Club. We're also on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTubers and all the TikTokers and whatever, Instagrams and pops and whistles. But we like to end all of our episodes with
invest smart,
live happy. Bye, everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.